Top 20 matchup in South Bend this weekend as Louisville comes to Notre Dame to face the Fighting Irish. We're going to talk about this contest with Tim Hyde, giving 3 keys to the game, and we'll both give a score prediction. Folks, please hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Head over to blueandgold.com. When you use the promo code GOIRISH, you will get 50% off the first year of your annual subscription. Again, promo code GOIRISH. Check it out over at blueandgold.com. Tim, I love your first key here. This is just good old Tim Hyde stuff right here. The mad scientist. I feel like I know where you're going with this one.
Yeah, it's Al Golden. I mean, I've been talking about it most of this season. This defense has been outstanding, and they are the key to the game. We could talk about quarterback. We could talk about 100 other things. Defense, bring it. This is going to be an intense game, an intense atmosphere, and defense is the best leader on this team, the best position. Probably when you even take Louisville's D, Louisville's offense, Notre Dame, they are the best unit on the field on Saturday. And the mad scientist has been Al Golden. Whether it's first down, you get them 3rd and long, you know he's going some crazy dime package. You got the 4 starting quarterbacks so far this year have completed 40%, 50%, 46%, 40%. So it's just like he's just been dialing in like crazy. Pass defense, pass efficiency defense is 6th. Louisville's pass offense is 8th. So it's going to be a pretty good little battle going into this game. But Al Golden, I think he's going to have these guys fired up after the way they performed that second half last year on defense. They're going to be dialed in and really excited to see what this unit does on Saturday.
Key number 2, Tim, something has to give.
Yeah, Notre Dame runs the ball, Louisville's front. We've been talking about their defensive line, it seems like, since training camp when we started looking at the whole season and doing game previews and all that stuff. Their front is the lead up there with the A&M unit. So when you look at something has to give, you got to look at Notre Dame as averaging, well over 6 yards a carry running game. Louisville obviously has not faced a rushing attack like Notre Dame's. So they're obviously in the top 10 when it comes to giving up rushing yards and rushing average. So they're led by an All-American, Gelati, who's out there, who's a stud, who kicked butt against Notre Dame last year. Notre Dame, young O-line at some spots, so that's going to be a battle. But Notre Dame wants to run the ball, obviously, with Riley Leonard and the 2 studs there in Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price. So something has to give, and we hope it's the Notre Dame offensive line bringing their hats to Louisville and leading the Irish to the victory with the rushing offense.
Now, your third key here, Tim, completely agree with this. Like, after losing to NIU, I mean, we knew if Notre Dame lost a single game with this schedule that is not one of the most difficult in the country, let's just put it like that, that you can't lose a second one. I mean, if you're going to lose 2 games with this schedule, you will get in as like an 11-12, and you're going to need a lot of help, right? But yes, you lose to NIU in that game, there's no losing a second game and getting in. There just ain't no way. So that's why you got key number 3 here being a September playoff game.
Yeah, and what a playoff game is going to be, right? You got the green jerseys, you got the hype, you got the green out, the revenge factor, obviously, losing last year to Louisville, which was obviously that intense month-long playing night games and whatnot. So there are all those things, the emotion. And probably for the first time this year, Notre Dame might have the emotional edge when you look at it. A&M with A&M's crowd, Notre Dame matched that and won the game there at the end of the 4th quarter. Then you got the 2 MAC schools at home, not getting up for those. But this one, Notre Dame needs the emotional edge. They should have the emotional edge. But to your point, it's a playoff game. I mean, it's been a playoff game the last couple of weeks. But this one is going to feel like it. The atmosphere, the crowd is going to be energized. And we've talked about this after NIU is Freeman gets guys up. They get guys up. They get guys excited. And this is definitely one of those. On top of that, it's a day game, right? And we always, a lot of these games have been the night games as we talked about. But, as we talked on our show a few nights ago, this game reminds me of 3 ACC previous contests in 2015 when Georgia Tech came to town, 17 with NC State, and in 2019 you had Virginia, all ranked on ranked day games, and Notre Dame prevailed in the 4th quarter in those games. So I think Notre Dame's going to be hyped up, and it's just going to be another ranked on ranked ACC foe. So should be fun.
Before we go to score predictions and Odd Shark Tim, I'm going to put you on the spot with this.
Sure.
Green jerseys in Notre Dame. Thoughts on this? Some people like it. Some people are like they're overdoing it. Thoughts on it? History of green jersey games for the Irish.
I like it. I think it's awesome. I think that the crowd's going to eat it up. The players obviously love it. I like how Freeman's designating one game. Hey, this one game, this is what we're going to do. This is the green out going from there. So I like it. I'm excited. I think it's a pretty cool little tradition once a year to have some type of, different green jersey combination, so to speak. So looking forward to seeing what it's going to be this week. I know Tyler Horka tweeted out a little inside scoop. We'll see if those are the ones they come out with, which I'm hoping they are. I love that color. So
yeah. So
color
Tim's talking about Tim's talking about the gold helmet, green jersey, and white pants. Yeah, I think it looks sharp too, and I definitely used it a few times in the video game myself.
Right from the EA commercial I saw, correct? So that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, and the seniors voted on this. So Notre Dame came out in the off season and said Louisville's going to be the Irish wear green game, but that is like a stadium thing and like a branding thing, not necessarily green jerseys, but the team did, or the captains did decide green jerseys, which, yeah, I feel like is kind of a foregone conclusion. Oddshark. Okay. Notre Dame 43, Louisville 21. The spread right now, I mean, it's been all over the place from like 4.5 to 7. So this says 7 right now is the spread consensus. And the total consensus, the over-under, is 46. So their prediction obviously has Notre Dame winning, covering the spread by a good margin there, and the total blowing past the over. Tim, this is very much a which Notre Dame team are you? Are you the team that has struggled against and lost to a MAC school, schools plural, lost to a MAC school, struggled against a MAC school, just to be clear? Or are you the team that beat A&M on the road and blew out Purdue by 59? Which team are you? We're going to learn on Saturday. I like Notre Dame to win. I've got the Irish 28-23. I'll be not covering that 7-point spread, but I like Notre Dame to win. And to be honest with you, Tim, I have a gut feeling that they're just going to blow them out. I think they're going to win comfortably, but my brain says 28-23. My heart says Notre Dame wins something like 43-21.
Well, my heart says, and as most Notre Dame fans out there, is you can't lose to Louisville 3 times in a decade. They lost to them in 14, lost to them last year. You can't lose back-to-back games to Jeff Brom. Of course they can, but you don't want to have that on the resume. But this game has a lot of A&M type of a feel for me. I think Louisville might be a little overhyped, but I think they're being overhyped because of the Notre Dame team. It's been a roller coaster for 4 games. So a lot of the national media is just jumping on Louisville, going to go into South Bend, knock them off. You got almost every media person out there is picking Louisville. So I'm going to stick to my game 1 prediction, first 1 to 20. And I think Notre Dame's going to get to that 20 mark. So I'm going to go 26-20. A lot of field goals. I think both defenses are going to be pretty solid in the red zone. Notre Dame will win 26-20 at the end. Go into the bye, take a big, deep breath, and right back on the playoff train when Stanford gets rolling.
Yep. This would be a big win for momentum. Huge game for the future of Marcus Freeman in South Bend. Folks, make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Again, head over to blueandgold.com. Use the promo code GOIRISH for a new annual subscription. Hit that thumbs up again if you have not done so, folks, and we'll catch you next time.